my whole body, ate 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 my whole body.
Well, my name is Greg Kinnaman, and I work at Speakeasy Tattoo Co in Boone, North Carolina. I own the shop. I operate the shop with my wife. I didn't want to open up in a town where there was 30 tattoo shops, some of them good, some of them bad, and then have to like claw my way through all of that. I wanted to open up in a cool mountain town where it was, you know, going somewhere, and where it wasn't oversaturated. And you know, if 10 shops pop up in the next 20 years, so what? I was the first one. I got here from working my tail off for 15 years. A lot of times 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, always grinding away. This is like a labor job, you know, and in order to get to this kind of having a place like this, you got to work hard, you got to save, and it takes a long time. My first tattoo was a tattoo of my girlfriend's initials. I was 14 years old. I ran away from home and I hitchhiked from Colorado to California, and I got a tattoo on my leg in the parking lot of a Grateful Dead show. My mother tattooed me a long time ago. I always kind of wanted to share an experience with her, you know, either tattoo her or her tattoo me, and it just worked out that way. And she's always been a painter. I grew up in an artist household. I wouldn't say one specific artist has influenced me the most, but you know, I will say that when you go through a period as an artist, you go through, you know, just different stages, and sometimes those are down stages, and the only way you can get up and out of those stages is by really trying to emulate something or reproduce a look that you're trying to get to. And in that case, you know, a lot of times it's been Horiyoshi III, which is a Japanese tattooer, who's probably influenced me the most in terms of like always trying to like help myself move forward. I do anything. I would do oil painting, acrylic painting, liquid acrylic painting, watercolor painting. I use paint markers, I use Copic markers, I'll do found art, I do whatever. I do Irizumi or Japanese style tattooing, which is not necessarily the tabori, which is using the rod and pushing it in, but it's the mythology, it's the way that you build the tattoo, all of the compositions, the use of contrasts, the way you use the musculature of the body, foregrounds, backgrounds. That's just heavily influenced my entire style. And even though it might be images from any culture, I generally am so influenced by Japanese, it kind of has that feel or look to it. Well, when I was a kid, I was a rebel, and to get a tattoo meant you were getting out. You know, not getting out, but you know, you were kind of anti-establishment, and that was me when I was a kid. I was punk rock. I did it to not be the cool guy. Nowadays, I think they're trying to be in. I think they just want to be cool. I mean, tattooing has changed a lot. When I was first getting tattooed over 20 years ago, you would probably get your ass kicked for getting tattooed. Put a tattoo on your hand, see what happens to you. See what doors get slammed in your face. It used to be people were always getting different things. You couldn't, when somebody walked in the door, you couldn't tell what it was they were going to pick. Now you can pretty much tell what you want, you know, some Bible verse or some text lettering, which is really popular over the last 5 years. Everybody wants lettering, or, you know, it's even with the Pinterest. They bring in the Pinterest designs, they see it on Pinterest, boom, I want that infinity symbol with something in it. Or, oh, you know, this season it's the arrows. Everybody wants the arrows with the text lettering. And that to me is weird. Before it was way more personal, now it seems to be trendy. You know, I didn't tattoo my hands until I was 30 years old. You know, and I didn't do my neck until I'd been working in this business for 10 years, and I knew this was what I was doing for the rest of my life.